Hello, everybody. Hi. My name is Prudence McKenna, and welcome for the Playreading by Kids Fest. And this is our second last, so welcome. And we are having this Playreading, and today we're having two of them. That is Errant Native by Maison, and the last, which is ours by Martin. And they are both here. So please arise for the rest of the kids. Errant Native by Maison.
Errant Native, a play by Maison. Scene 1. Arrival of H.M. Grant at Murray Parking Market, accompanied by his assistant, a translator, Sufu Bakani, and 3 police officers to start the cattle collection exercise. He is received by the local elder on the corner. 2,000 head of cattle were required for the month of August, and the Loita section of the main target for the exercise was seen on.
You soul. Joe, count all the cattle we have collected to so far and inform me how many and many before we close the portal and touch them. They should separate them into groups of bulls and cows to see we can have an accurate count of each. Kenya Haraka, get to it and stop looking at me, you idiots! Not spend freezing years at each on for nothing.
Ole Nkurrunah speaks to Yusuf so he can pass the message to his boss.
Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote waliitisha iko hapa. Mzee, ngoja. Askari, hebu hesabu ng'ombe wote katika makundi. Na dume wakae kando. Haraka, haraka, haraka. Ile ng'ombe yote
Senteu homestead with the two other brothers, Kapolonto and Kilianga, having been arrested and in chains by the Askaris led by Yusufu. They are having a heated conversation with Nolari, that is, the mother of the Senteu brothers.
Mama, wapi kijana wako?
Hata wewe unaona hayuko hapa.
Matafuteni na mumwambie kuwa ajisalimishe kwetu ili tuachilie mandugu yake.
Mwambieni aje ili apate kuhukumiwa kisheria.
Sheria gani? Karampu alimuua mnyama aliyekuwa anachukua vitu zake kwa nguvu. Hatulipi kifo cha huyo mzungu?
Kisheni ujumbe ama ndugu zake wapate kuhukumiwa kwa ajili yake.
Scene 3.
Scene 4.
The scene begins at the
This
Senteu
particular
homestead
scene
with
commences
the two
deep
other
in
brothers,
Naimina and Kio
Kapolonto
forest. About 60 Ilimran
having
sitting
been
in clusters
arrested
of
and in
4 to
chains
6.
by the Askaris
Karampo is
led
in
by
one of the
Yusufu.
groups, seated in a
They
corner
are
with
having
his
a
two best
heated
friends,
conversation
Letwati
with
Ole
Nolari,
Nkurrunah and
that is
Rereu
the mother
Ole
of the
Bari,
Senteu
sipping Ibotorik soap.
Mama, wapi kijana wako?
As was tradition,
Hata wewe
the
unaona
Ilimran took
hayuko hapa.
sabbaticals to replenish their strength in the forest, only feasting in meat, fat, and soup spiced with wild herbs for days. Karampo was of
Mwambieni
the
aje ili apate
Ilkaminike
kuhukumiwa
subset of the
kisheria.
Ilnyakusi
Sheria
age group.
gani?
A boy
Karampu
arrives at the
alimuua
old pool,
mnyama aliyekuwa
panting.
anachukua vitu
It is
zake.
Karampo's young cousin,
Hatulipi kifo cha
Moitalel.
huyo mzungu?
He bows in greeting
Kisheni
through the
ujumbe
Ilmran
ama
and then
ndugu
stops
zake
at
wapate
where
kuhukumiwa
Karampo
kwa ajili
and
yake.
his friends.
Nyinyi nahitajika
Scene
nyumbani.
4.
The scene
This particular scene commences deep in Naimina and Kio forest.
Ndio.
About
wao
60
wanachukua
Ilimran
Kapolonto
sitting in clusters of
Akilanda
4 to 6.
na ameshika
Karampo
wao.
is in one of the groups,
Wanasema
seated in
nyinyi
a corner
msipofika
with his
huko,
two
wao
best friends,
wanafunga wao
Letwati
gereza.
Ole Nkurrunah and Rereu Ole Bari, sipping Ibotorik soap.
Sikiza
Wapi
mimi.
kijana wako?
As was
Sisi
tradition,
inafaa kuwa hii
the
watu
Ilimran took
tuokoe ndugu zako,
sabbaticals
na
to
sisi pia
replenish their
tuchukue ng'ombe
strength
yao.
in the forest, only feasting in meat, fat, and soup spiced with wild herbs for
Sikizeni
days.
ndugu zangu.
Karampo was of
Mwambieni
the
aje
Nimefanya hii yote
Ilkaminike subset of the Ilnyakusi age
tena
group.
niokoe
A
ndugu
boy
zangu
arrives
kutoka
at the
kwa
old
hii
pool,
watu.
panting. It is Karampo's
Yeah,
young
haina
cousin,
lingine kaka.
Moitalel.
Yeah, ni
He
wewe
bows in greeting through the Ilimran
picks
and
his
then
spear
stops
and
at where
shield,
Karampo and they live
and his
together with
friends.
Himself over to Yusufu
Nyinyi
Bakari
nahitajika
and the
Scene
nyumbani.
4.
His brothers had been
This
tortured
particular scene
and
commences
carried
deep
along
in
along the
Naimina and
Gibu,
Kio
where the
forest.
colonial
About
magistrate
About 60
wao
Ilimran
wanachukua
sitting in
sentence
clusters
in
of 4
Akilanda
to
Ghana
6.
na ameshika
Karampo
wao.
is
court
in one of the
Wanasema
groups, seated in a
nyinyi
corner
The
with
witnesses
his
are
two
forced
best
to
friends,
conversation and the
Letwati
case was
Ole
translated
Nkurrunah
by the
and
colonial
Rereu
translator.
Ole Bari,
And then the judge
sipping
sentences
Ibotorik
Karampo
soap.
Sikiza kijana wako?
As was
Sisi
tradition,
inafaa kuwa hii
the
demands
Ilimran took
500 heads of
sabbaticals
na
to
sisi pia
replenish their
itakuwa ng'ombe
strength
quarantine.
in the
And the
forest,
Lord
only
just said,
feasting in
Wape,
meat,
his
wape,
fat,
brothers
wape.
are
and
sent
soup
back to
spiced with
Nigeria
wild
for the
herbs for
message.
days.
Sikizeni ndugu zangu.
Karampo
Karampo was
Senteu's
the
actual fate is not
Ilkaminike
known.
Ilkaminike
Has
subset
no
of the
accounts,
Ilnyakusi
and
age
Tena
group.
niokoe
A
ndugu
boy
zangu.
arrives at the
Nor
old
his
pool,
grave for that
panting.
matter.
It
His
is
spear
Karampo's
Yeah,
young
and his
cousin,
shield.
and
Moitalel.
probably his
He
bones
bows
too
in greeting
are
through
probably
the
somewhere in
Ilimran
the
picks
European
then spear and where
Karampo
and they
is a
live
hero of
together in
Massa. Himself contribution to Bakari and
Scene
the
4.
Askalag. His brothers had been
This
tortured
particular scene
along the
commences
Karena
deep
Road
in
along
Naimina
the
and
Gibu,
Kio
where the
forest.
colonial
About
magistrate
60 Ilimran
the
sitting in
sentence in
clusters of 4 to
Ghana
6.
na ameshika
Karampo
wao.
is
court
in one of
clerk
the
reads
groups, seated in a
The
corner with
witnesses
his
are
two
forced
best
to
friends,
time for the last
Letwati
48
Ole
hours
Nkurrunah and
by
Rereu
Martin Ngugi.
Ole Bari,
and then the judge
sipping
sentences
Ibotorik
Karampo
soap.
Sikiza men.
As was
Sisi
tradition,
inafaa kuwa hii
the
demands
Ilimran
fight
took
for heads zako
sabbaticals
na
to
sisi pia
replenish their
itakuwa ng'ombe
strength
quarantine.
in the
And the
forest,
Lord
only
just said,
feasting in
Wape,
meat,
his
wape,
fat,
brothers
wape.
are
and
sent
soup
back to
spiced with
Nigeria
wild
for the
herbs for
message.
Sikizeni
days.
ndugu zangu.
Karampo
Karampo was the
Senteu's actual
Fanya
fate is
hii
not
yote.
known.
Ilkaminike
Has
subset
no
of the
account.
last
Ilnyakusi
48
age
hours.
Tena
group.
niokoe
A
ndugu
boy
zangu.
arrives at the
No,
old
his
pool,
grave for that.
Scene
panting.
1.
It
His
is Karampo's
spear
young
and
cousin,
shield.
And
Moitalel.
probably his
He
bones
bows
too.
in greeting
We are two
through
ladies.
the
Somewhere
Ilimran
in
picks
Stasha
then
was
spear and
She's
where
in her
and they
70s.
live
It's
together
years.
Himself contribution to Bakari and the
Scene 4.
Askalag. His brothers had been tortured
This
and
particular
harassed.
scene
Long
commences
Karen
with
and
the
Ole
picture right here
Nkurrunah
was taken
colonial
about
magistrate
the
instead.
Errant
The
But to
sentence
believe
was
that
Christiana
Karampo
The
is
court
one of
claims
them
of
seated in
crime.
one
The
of
witnesses are
those.
supposed to
And
stand
very
for
what I
48 hours,
in
then
the
Martin
room.
Ngugi.
Has your dad
Then the
never
judge
told
sentenced
you
Karampo
about
to
this?
death
As was
by
tradition,
they
they
demand
ran
to
to
avoid
Sabat calls to finish
under
the
civil
strike
quarantine.
in the forest only feasting
His brothers had
you two never spent time together. Karampo was
There is
the
actual fire is not
Kamiki subset of the
The last
Nyakuzi
48 hours.
A boy I never brought him up to conduct his own chant. Karampo
Light
has
fails,
and probably his
his
Or
vows
maybe
greeting
were two
through
ladies
the
playing
ground.
Stasio
and Kenyatta National. They lived together. Yes, we took this during his first performance to his area MP,
Wait, Grandpa was a musician.
an aspiring musician. He never got a chance to record. He was a very good singer.
Why? If he was so good, why didn't he record?
Well, dreams only come true to the living.
Too bad I never got a chance to meet him.
But at least you have your dad.
Barely. I wish he had a normal job.
I also keep wondering why he got where he got his aspiration for politics. Neither I or his dad were interested in it.
And how did you guys survive with such photos? I can't tell what colors people are wearing.
Rare, times have changed. Back then, you became the master by just having one of these.
No, you mean all these bad pics made you the alpha back then?
Oh, they were dying to have me.
Anyway.
They were dying to be me.
Who is this?
Oh, that is your great grandma. Mom to your grandpa. She was really sick. Then we had to bring her to Kenyatta.
Did she get well?
Life does not follow a continuous line. It will never be fair, my child.
What?
Rhea, we only live once. Live your life, my child, while you still can.
You make understanding you a very hard test. Is this Dad?
Immediately after he was born, that was 7 months ago, after the fateful accident.
Accident?
The accident that took your grandpa, and the one that left me this scar.
Shush, that must really hurt.
It will never hurt more than the scar left in my heart.
So, Grandpa died in an accident?
Your father has never told you this story.
We never talk.
I'm going to kill him.
Well, you can do that later. For now, please tell me about this accident.
No, Rhea, it is a terrible story.
Well, it's a good thing I watch a lot of horror movies.
Your father allows you to watch such movies.
Shush, quit stalling and tell me the story.
Rhea, the story is wrong, my dear.
Will I have time?
Your dad might come for you any time from now.
Shush.
Okay. My child, as I told you, life is very unpredictable. Life was very normal for us back in the 70s, but I guess normal is just a relative word.
Scene 2, flashback sequence. Stage right, the lights fade into a humble homestead outside a mud hut. Kamau is impatiently looking for something. There's a wooden bench placed outside the hut where a small radio and an acoustic guitar are. On the right side of the hut is a grave. An old lady, Jane, walks out of the hut holding a gasoline lamp, slowly, a little too slow for her age, and tunes the radio as the playing songs fade out.
Only the witch who
Kamau
can
is still
judge
dirty from the
can
day's
use her magic.
gardening activities.
Thanks for the lesson.
Kamau, what are you looking for?
But I don't.
Iki Fadi.
Tell me.
Then use the rattan.
369.
Kamau, You had the whole day to look for it.
Mom, I am traveling back to Nakuru tomorrow. They will not allow me to go back to work without it.
Look at me. I survived so many years in this country without it.
Mom, you have never left Nyandarua. Nakuru is a big town.
In case you fail to find it, wouldn't you just stay here and continue help me with the gardening? Who cursed me?
Mom, try some hot water.
I have warmed some in the kitchen. When are we going to see the in-laws?
In-laws?
Your girl's family.
Oh, Shiro.
Kamau, how many girls do you have?
Mom, there is still time.
Kamau, I don't have that time. I need to see my grandchildren before...
Kamau moves to the hut and comes out with a mabati cup. Jane sips the water loudly.
Mom, you will meet your grandkids. Lakini, money first.
Your father died looking for money. Look, what did your father leave behind?
Money first.
Does she love you?
Mom.
Yes, I know the town ladies love men who can take care of them. Clearly, you are struggling.
Mom, I am employed. Sawa sawa.
As a waiter, and she's a doctor.
A nurse.
But still, water and paraffin, the hot water is not helping.
Mimi, I know she loves me.
As you say, my son, you know her better anyway.
Yeah, Shiro is a good girl.
Then, marry her and let me see my grandchildren.
Guy, Mom.
Kamau, sex before marriage is a sin.
Aye, Mom, Nikki.
Don't get her pregnant.
Mom, I am not a kid.
Kids don't make women pregnant.
Mom, don't worry. I am very careful.
Careful means you don't do it.
Yes, I am a virgin.
Where did you misplace it?
I had it right here. Yeah, right here.
Then, look for it there.
But I can't find it.
But you had it there. It means it can be nowhere else.
Jane grabs the acoustic guitar and pulls the strings without rhythm.
Hey, Mom, please put it down before you damage the strings.
So, many young people are dying of HIV. Kamau.
Mom, I said I do not do it.
And I was just reminding you.
Kamau screams outrageously as he walks on one leg towards the bench.
Hey,
What is it?
Something is in my shoe.
Kamau removes the gumboot off the affected leg and his ID falls, which excites him. Jane watches his son dance and smiles.
So, you are traveling tomorrow after all?
This was my ticket, huh?
Are you still holding on to your plans to travel to Mombasa?
You don't approve?
Why would I not approve?
This is the third time this week you have asked me the same question.
You're a grown-up, my son. You can move around the world as you wish.
You don't think I will succeed, eh? Do you?
I have never said that out loud, have I?
I am trying to get money for your TB, which is getting worse by the second.
I know, my son, but I'm an old lady. You are still young. It would be such a pity to give it all up for me. I have lived my life. Kamau, it's your turn.
Mom, whatever.
Unless you have something else pushing you to make that decision, I vote against it.
There is no other reason.
Lights fade out as the instruments of the song, Kenya Nchi Yetu, continues. Scene 3. At the Stag's Head Hotel Nakuru, instrumental music stops in sync with the lights. Downstage, there is a regular hotel setup where 3 customers are seated, awaited to be served. Upstage, there is a VIP setup with an official picture of Jomo Kenyatta on the wall. Below the photo is a dartboard. Above the photo is the name of the hotel. Right downstage is the main entrance. And left upstage is a kitchen. The left downstage is a microphone stand. Kamau and Karaoke are dressed in blue waiters' outfits and are serving each customer in turns. Kamau is exhausted by Karaoke's talking. Karaoke is following Kamau around.
So you guys date when Shiro is over there in Nairobi, and you guys are just here in Nakuru. How do you sleep peacefully at night, Kamau? That is a dangerous game you are playing here, Kamau.
Kamau proceeds to a customer.
Customer, what will you have?
The customer points at the menu and agrees
Karis.
as he walks.
Karis, you are drunk, huh? Sindio?
No.
You are drunk again during work hours, huh? Are you tired of working here?
No. Okay, just imagine all those rich men she meets over there daily. Kamau, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Land Cruisers, come on.
Kamau is delivering a drink to the customer.
And I ask myself, what a learned, beautiful girl like Shiro sees in a guy like you?
Guy like me, huh?
Yes. An underpaid waiter, Kamau. Kamau, this girl is a nurse. Imagine she works directly under a qualified doctor.
So you mean she doesn't qualify to be with me?
No. You don't qualify to be with her.
Kamau serves another client and proceeds to stand near the entrance.
Nature doesn't allow such distinct people to pair up, Kamau. One of you will have to die first.
Karis, you are drunk.
Aye, not from the alcohol, at least, you know. I have some new products here.
Karaoke shows Kamau some package.
Kaifafa. This is illegal.
Okay, I know.
Since when did you start using that?
Oh, come on. My mind is a bit dysfunctional right now. I even cannot remember.
Jehovah. What?
Yes.
Wait. If you are caught using this, you will be put in for a very long time.
Kamau, I know. Can we first focus on the Shiro case for just a moment? Kamau, listen here. Ladies will not only respect men that will not... No. Ladies will respect men who can provide for them. It can't be the other way around, Kamau.
Wow, Karis. Huh? You are a very loyal friend, aren't you?
Yes.
And as a loyal friend, if I ask you to do something for me, you will not fail me, would you?
Never. I promise.
Karis, could you please stay away from me for as long as you can talk?
Absolutely not. Kamau. Not even death can separate us.
Kamau moves towards another customer, leaving Karaoke behind.
She must have someone else in that big city, you know, Kamau.
Who has someone else?
Karaoke and Kamau pause and turn in sync.
I was talking about...
Karis.
Karis?
Kamau and Karaoke turn to look at each other.
You have another person?
Oh, yes, I have another person to serve.
Karis says that as he walks away. Shiro crosses to Kamau and hugs him.
How have you been?
You know, we have been kept busy by our bosses. I hear you have some VIP visitors coming. And what are you doing here?
I'm in Nakuru for official business, but I'm here to see you.
Josiah and Muidhaga enter and the whole mood changes as customer greets the two gentlemen as Munene, that is Mheshimiwa.
Jeshi! Kenya ni yetu.
Yes.
Kenya sio ya watu wachache.
Munene.
And as I always say,
we
cannot only have a country of 10 millionaires and over 10 million beggars.
Yeah, one time.
Ama namna gani?
One time.
Ama namna gani?
The two gentlemen then proceed to the VIP after shaking some few hands, where Karaoke and Kamau serves them with drinks. The two waiters then move to downstage right.
Who's that guy? Believe it or not, that is my area MP.
Josiah Karaoke.
Wow! Why don't you sing?
What?
Yes, come on. Take the advantage of this opportunity right now and show him you are talented.
What?
What?
What are you saying? Sing to him and then what?
Then let's see what happens.
What?
Kamau, it does not hurt to try. Do this, Let me set up the microphone, then you get to play the guitar.
He moves towards the microphone area.
Nice. I love where this is headed.
Hey, you are supporting him with this crazy thinking,
If he is amused by what you sing, he might summon you to the VIP. Then you will have a chance to tell him you're from Nyandarua.
Yes. Kamau, my grandfather always says, listen to your wife and the gates to heaven, Kamau, will open before your eyes.
I know him personally. He's a nice guy.
You know him personally?
Yes, he's my patient at the hospital. We usually meet when he comes for his knee checkup, which he does regularly.
So you guys, you meet often, eh?
Karaoke is signaling Kamau behind Shiro. Josiah signals Shiro to go to the VIP as she leaves the signals. She signals Kamau, encouraging him to sing. Karaoke is staring at Shiro as she proceeds to Josiah.
Just as I thought, it is always the rich man.
Sawe. Shiro is a good girl.
Shiro signals him to sing.
Well, love is blind, isn't it? Now, one thing I agree with her is that you have to go and start singing.
I am not ready. No.
Karaoke pushes him towards the microphone.
Of course, Kamau, you are ready, donkey.
Kamau crosses to where his guitar is and hesitated, but begins to sing the song Shiro Murata by DK. Josiah, Muidaga, and Shiro dance to the song as they play darts. When the song is done, they applaud and Josiah signals him to approach.
Young man, you really sing? Mister?
Nyaga Kamau.
Good mastery of that song. I love it.
No, when I was talking to Shiro here, she told me about you. She says you have a sick mother.
Yes, Mzee. But she will be fine. She will be fine.
I've remembered that I am soon traveling to Mombasa. I could bring him to Burudisha.
Good idea.
Are you willing to travel with me? You have a kipande, right?
Suddenly, a man, Mburu, and a friend burst into the hotel and walks up to the VIP.
Mr. Mburu, what a surprise.
Well, I am not here to socialize, We will not allow you to poison Nakuru. Continue praying with Mzee and we will finish you. Your days are numbered.
The two men then walk out. Everyone is left shocked. Lights fade out as the keyboard instrumental of Kenyan Chietu continues to play.
Scene 4. Kamau's cubicle, which is dully lit by a koroboy, a bed at middle upstage covered by a vintage blanket. The walls are covered with a newspaper. Kamau is busy tuning his guitar while seated on the bed as Shiro walks around reading the headlines on the wall.
Zay is released. Tomboya is dead. Pinto shot dead. Josiah a threat to the state. I wonder who is next. This country has become a dangerous place.
His country has become a dangerous place.
Josiah is planning to travel in 2 days.
Oh.
Is it too soon?
Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. So I guess too soon is not an option.
Kamau, are you okay?
No, niko sawa. I'm good. You? Do you have a problem?
Hapana.
Shiro strolls and continues to read the wall newspapers.
I feel Josiah might be the next president. Do you think it's possible?
Well, he would have to figure out how to drag Mzee from that seat first.
Power belongs to the people.
Do you really believe that? That does not apply in Africa. Ask any Ugandan and they will confirm that.
This is Kenya. No, Josiah.
Ah, Josiah this, Josiah that. Why don't we discuss Josiah the whole night then?
Kamau, he's your area MP. Don't you love him?
Well, not more clearly than you do, apparently.
What? Is there something you're trying to tell me?
Maybe. Why don't you tell me?
Kamau, enough of the nonsense. What is wrong?
Shiro, I am not a child. I'm not a baby.
Kamau.
What?
What is up with you?
Shiro, I may not have the money, but I deserve my respect.
Speak clearly.
Well, I clearly saw you. How you handle your male patients when you meet in hotel clubs.
Mau.
Well, clearly from the moves you were dancing with him, it was not your first time, was it?
It's just a dance, Kamau.
I'm not going to that Mombasa with him.
Kamau, that job is for your mom's medication.
I will not exchange you for some petty job.
Kamau.
Shiro, this is not a small issue. This is not a small issue I am raising here.
I'm just his nurse.
Well, you seemed a little bit more cozy for a professional relationship.
Kamau, he's a politician. Politicians think that because they have money, they can walk on people freely. Kamau, especially to women. You need to understand this and believe me. To keep my job and I have to tolerate some pushed boundaries. But I promise you, we never meet outside my professional boundaries. Today was unplanned.
Asha, nidariga, bado.
We need to plan for our future. Kamau, your mom, you need the job.
Kamau moves to the stage right, downstage.
Mau, I'm with you right here, not with him out there. Focus on the goal. Mamako apate matibabu, na wewe upate pesa. Jema anaenda coast kesho kutwa, lazima uende na yeye. You have to go for that job.
What about my mother?
We will take her to Nairobi. I will look after her until you're back. Maybe then we can decide to move in together in the city.
I'm going to Mombasa. I will see the big ocean.
Yes, you will see the big ocean.
Mani, gotuvera.
Gotufera.
Ate korika.
Korika.
Kamau turns and removes his trousers and is left with his shorts.
Korika.
No, not right now. I have to tell you something important.
Kamau chases her and she moves to the left while Kamau remains to the right.
Kamau, eh? Let's talk fast.
Shiro, we have had enough talk.
Shiro runs towards the right and Kamau remains to the left. The lights begin to fade, and as they play, and finally Kamau gets hold of Shiro, who lets out a yell.
Scene 5. A presidential office. An old man is seated in the dark on the presidential chair. 2 gentlemen are his guests. One, an inspector in full military uniform, and the other, a heavily built policeman. The photo of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta is seen.
Well, we have to go and get rid of this man.
Mzee,
Yeah?
what do you think?
No, there is nothing to think about, eh? To successfully kill a snake, you have to aim for the head, Kyogo, eh?
But we still have to be strategic, Most people know that he's our biggest rival. Mzee, killing him might be very obvious.
Yeah. Give me your suggestion. What is your suggestion, Inspector?
Since he has been requesting for a kikao with Mzee, why don't we summon him? Everybody has a prize.
But we have tried so many warnings. I think it is high time we took a bold step.
We need to be careful on this one.
Adhuri. Kwa sisi moja kuna dume moja tu. Dume ingine ikijaribu kuleta kichwa, lazima itolewe. That is your job. Do what it takes, but keep my name clean.
I have intel that we'll be traveling to the coast very soon by bus. We could use that to our advantage. Yeah?
Did you just say by bus?
Orera, just wait and see mkubwa.
gentle music continued.
Scene 6. Kamau and Mom enter the hospital at the reception area. Josiah and Gigi come out from the doctor's room laughing.
Are you going to do as the doctor suggested?
Yeah, I have to. I'm in a lot of pain. But I also need to meet Mzee urgently.
In fact, I suggest you meet him as soon as possible.
Maybe when I come back from the trip.
No, if possible, make it earlier. I hear a meeting was convened to plan for your elimination. We cannot wait any longer.
What?
You are practically a dead man walking.
Shiro walks into the two gentlemen.
Mr. Josiah, the doctor's report is here. And here are your prescription. The doctor still advises that you travel to a warm place as soon as possible. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Even before, when you walked in, we were just discussing his trip to Mombasa, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
He is a very obedient man.
Alafu yule kijana mwimbaji.
Shiro turns her face to search for Kamau, but eventually he spots him. She's relieved.
He is over there.
Kijana, mbona unakaa mbali? Adhuri mehaha.
Yes, I am here, mkubwa.
We will travel tomorrow. Shiru will help you getting you to the bus station. I know you are new in the city. And we'll be traveling together by bus.
It's a good political move. Man of the people. Inasaidianga kutengeneza headlines za gazeti. Josiah, a hustler.
Sawa kijana, wewe jipange, nyimbo na juu, unajua gitaa naona umebeba. Shiro, hebu panga huyo kijana afike kesho OTC na on time. Huko basi zinawachanga watu.
Shiro and Kamau are left staring at them as the instrumental of the song Kenyan Chietu fades in slowly.
Let us say hi to Mom.
Kamau crosses to Jane, holding Shiro's hand.
Mami, here is your doctor.
Oh, Ajiro, kairetu gakwa.
I will make sure to look after you.
Then, if you didn't, then we would have a problem.
Mami, tiga siasa.
Siasa ni lazima. Kwanza nyinyi wawili, mnafanya harusi lini? Watho wa Ngai ugete, andũ arĩa matigokomania, andũ erĩ matigakomania matahikanĩtie.
Mom, tumesikia.
So, when is the wedding?
Very soon.
You two know I'm not a baby, right?
They all laugh as they exit stage left, chatting. Lights fade out. The music maintains. Scene 7. Instrumental maintains. Noise can be heard in the blackout as the lights fade into a sunny day at the OTC bus station. Everybody is busy running an errand. The tot keeps shouting, "Basi ya mwisho inatoka wewe, beba." The back of the bus can be seen at the deep center stage. At the rear, windows are big initials reading OTC. Below or under the bus, at the long mudguard running from left to right of the bus are the initials. Mzungu arudi Uraya, Muafrika apate uhuru. On the right side upstage, a man who is dressed as a madman begins to sing to the instruments, Kenyan Chietu. His voice is rather dry, evidently that he had been singing the whole morning. People continue to fill the stage carrying vintage bags and paper bags too. On the stage left, there are two people with a heavy Luya accent.
Mama, mimi ni kijana mkubwa naweza jichunga.
Wafula, hata wewe ukue kijana mkubwa pato weni mtoto wangu.
He shows the content of the bags that she's carrying.
Hapa ndani nimekuwekea kaugali na kuku.
These are live chickens.
Wafula, kuku itakusinda kunyonga kweli.
Ai mama, mimi kunyonga najua sana. Kunyonga sio shida kwangu. Mimi unyonga sana.
Mtoto wangu, kule Mombasa hakuna wimbi. Nimekuwekea hapa uende usiake.
Asante mama.
Aya, hebu sikilia kipande na mkono. Na tikiti uko nayo?
Iko mama.
Wafula, usome kwa bidii. Hiyo pesa tunakupeleka nayo shule ingefungua kisiaki kubwa sana Shipanga. Sawa?
Sawa mama.
Wafula moves towards the bus. They wave at each other until Wafula disappears. Stage right. Two other people are speaking in heavy Luo accents.
Opio yaye. Opio, you know, kuingia Mombasa ni harusi, lakini kutoka ni matanga, sawa? You should focus on your purpose and make sure you don't get disoriented by the other gender, kijana. Unasikia? Opposite sex substance are future destroyers. Kijiji mzima imechanga ufike Mombasa, upate kazi. Usiende huko upate familia kabla hujalipa hizo madeni. Sawa sawa? Na ujichunge sana wewe kijana. Unadhani unaponda raha, kumbe ujipate unanunua ugonjwa ya maisha. My brother, hebu kimbia hiyo basi sikuache.
Ni sawa Otongwe. Nimesikia maneno yote. Tutaona nikirudi.
They wave at each other goodbyes till Opio disappears into the bus. Center stage right, two people are speaking in a heavy Kalenjin accent.
Giptum, ujigaze kisabuni sawa? Just pull up your socks and come with another metal.
Kiptum grabs a saute from his carrier bag.
Nimepepa inachaiza. Baba hawezi niona.
Giptum, ujo ukishindwa, hakuna pesa ya fare ya kurudi. 500 kilometers itakulemea kweli?
Siwezi shindwa baba.
Very nice. Na usiende kuguza vitu za watu. Mombasa uchawi ni mingi, ukishinda my friend, ukumbuke sisi ni watu ya president, Lazima serikali itatoa kitu. Ama namna gani my friend?
Ni kweli, ni sawa sawa.
Haya kimbia basi usiwachwe na usiwachwe. Kimbia.
Ndio mimi nakimbia.
Stage right, Shiro and Kamau enter hurriedly. Shiro holds Kamau's hand, who is almost moving towards the bus.
Sasa tutaonana baada ya wiki.
Wiki moja sio mrefu, hata utajua nikirudi.
Utanimiss?
Nitakumiss.
Lakini siku niliko.
Haya, utanichungia mama,
Nitachunga mam pamoja na mtoto wetu.
Mtoto wetu?
Shiro suggestively touches her stomach. Kamau is confused.
Shiro, uko na mimba?
Nimejua leo.
Kamau is confused of how to react, but he hugs her tightly. The singer begins to raise his voice, singing the song louder and louder as other instruments begin to kick in.
Tao bao bao. Basi ngoji mtu sasa upande ama uache. Tao bao bao.
Enda tutaongea ukirudi.
Kamau moves towards the bus happy, jumping up and down, which leaves Shiro smiling. The singer continues to sing louder and louder as the instruments add a pace and sound like an orchestra. Kamau boards the bus and everybody on the side is bidding their loved ones goodbye. The singing continues. Shiro turns to see JM at the corner of the stage, but she cannot hear what they are saying. They seem to be miming something about the bus. Josiah turns and looked at the bus, terrified, and leaves hurriedly. Shiro is left staring at the direction where JM has left. She turns to see the scenario of everybody expressing their love to the passengers. As the singing and the orchestra paces up faster and faster, the lights fade out slowly. The singer prolongs his last syllable. Kenya nchi yetu. As the instruments fall one by one, The singer runs out of his breath, and boom! Massive blinding light is seen on stage and trembling sound. The bus have been bombed. A sharp ring sound follows as the stage becomes darker. A projection is displayed showing the aftermath of the 1975 bombing. The projection fades out and blackout. Scene 8, end of the flashback sequence. Lights snap back to the scene 1 setup. This time, Anastasia is seated and Leah is on the other side, standing at the edge of the downstage.
You're lucky to have survived.
Oh, you are also lucky. Otherwise, you would not be here today chatting.
So, you were pregnant with Dad when the accident happened?
Rhea, who else?
All these years later, you never got married?
I tried, but my biggest responsibility was raising my boy, so no.
Shosh, who was Dad's father? Josiah or Kamau?
Hey, enough talking for tonight.
Shosh.
Yes, time to sleep is up.
Wait, okay. What happened to Josiah after he escaped the bombing?
A day later, 2nd March 1975, Josiah went missing. At least a week later, he was found dead at the city morgue.
Oh no. So, either way, my grandfather is dead anyway.
Rhea, can you go to sleep?
Leah packs the album and makes for the bedroom as lights fade out, leaving Anastasia staring at the audience. Melancholic music plays as the light fades out, blackout. That was The Last 48 Hours by Martin Ngugi. Thank you.
A round of applause for our amazing readers. Okay, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, starting from here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Frederick Ochieng Mito. Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Hortensia Wairimu.
Hi, Thespians. Yeah, my name is Sajo Nzau.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Charles Gashanja.
Hello, everyone. My name is Masika Juju.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Ngangira Njoroge. Hope you're having a nice time.
Hi everyone. My name is Stephanie Moruge.
Hello. Hi. My name is Victor Scott, and have a lovely evening.
I would also like to appreciate the effort of our crew, that is Brandol, doing our sound. Yeah. Pestas, Ella, and Jimo, and Lenny, the media team. We also have Kit Pes, who have Hadassah and Asna, who are doing the programming thing about the whole thing. And now, we also have the writers of the 2 scripts. That is Martin, who wrote The Last 48 Hours, and Maison Ole Nkurrunah, who wrote The Errant Native. Now, let me just tell you about the play reading, the whole thing. So we have 10 scripts, and they're going to be edited and produced as plays later on in the festival, starting from 4th of November to the 16th. You're welcome. And so, we are editing the scripts and working on them to make them better. Then we will publish them, and then there'll be books. So, we're going to have you engage with us. That is by giving us feedback for what you think, for what you're curious about and what you think would have worked better for the scripts, which will help with the editing later on. And now I'd like to invite, and also you can ask the writers questions. So I'm gonna start with Maison Ole Nkurrunah to come and give his remarks, give his inspiration for the story,
and what he hopes this story will achieve. Welcome, Mason.
Hi, everyone. So, thank you so much. It is humbling to listen to other people read your work. Lakini next time muniite niwafunze accent ya Kimasai. Nimesikia hizo zingine zote mmekill bana. You've killed on all the other accents, but ya Kimasai muniite. Thank you so much. It's humbling. So, my play, The Errant Native, is a very short historical play. It's about so many things that are not in the Kenyan historical books that we're trying to write our own stories now. It was written within one day. Someone sent me the link to the Kit Fest sometimes back, and I was on a, shotgun timeline. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, I can answer. But it's about a man called Karampu Ole Nkurrunah. He killed a white man. It's a true story because of the colonial rules. I'm trying to give it in a nutshell. And I'm already a published poet. I have 2 poetry collections. One is called I'm Writing an Elegy by the River Siape and Other Poems. It's about my own growing in the village. And the second one is called Getorati, Poems from Majengo. That's where I live right now. So I got into playwriting through this play. So thank you so much, and have a lovely evening. I'm waiting for those questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone ndo tutako vitu hivi like tushike tukiendanga. Aya, question. Okay. So I'm coming with the mic. I'ma just come because we are live streaming, and they want the lovely audience at home to see you. Thank you.
It's not a question to Mason. I really love the script, but it's very topsoil. You see, normally, like for me, I've never heard about what the Maasai community endured during colonialism. So is it possible for us to get the real tea? Because this was very topsoil, this happened, and then he died. If we could get a script telling us what actually happened, the details, that would be really nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. You're clapping, appreciating feedback. Yeah. Anyone else with a comment, a question? Thank you.
First of all, it's a good play. I enjoyed it. I don't know whether I should brag, but kwa hii cast mzima ni mimi ndio nilikuwa mtu wa kwanza kuipenda.
Okay.
Cheers. But the question was, what is it with the bull? What significance does it have to your culture? Because that's the major point of conflict. So I would request you tell us more. You elucidate us about it.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get to thank the other playwright, and that was bad of me. So wherever you are, Martin, congratulations for a beautiful work. And yeah, something else, I want to answer you very shortly. The story of the Maasai and kettle is very long, so I'm not going to go into detail. And as Asnad has already said, I hope I'm getting your name right, the story was written in a very short time, but it has more things because the last scene was supposed to be the court scene. But I never got to write it because I had to send it in before the deadline. So the Maasai and kettle, this bull was raised by hand by this Moran. The mother died, the mother cow died. So he had to raise, we still do it, but right now we use, unajua zile nyonyo za watoi za kuweka maziwa. That's what we use now when the cows die, and then, so you raise, basically, unai-raise kama mtoto wako. So he had that attachment to it. It's a very deep story. So I'll try to elaborate that, and thank you for that very beautiful question. It had even a name. We name our cattle. Like all my cows, I know their names, their moms. You know, we treat them like human beings. Our mothers sing to cows while they milk. They don't have to tie them the way people in zero grazing tie cows. You talk to your cattle, you call it, Ndodwa, oh, and she comes. That's how we do it, and that is something that we haven't documented, and I'm trying to do it with my CBO, so thank you for that question.
Yeah, that is really good. Personally, I'm looking forward to seeing this story developed fully. Yeah, like, like just, yeah. Anyone else? Yeah, uko na mic, yeah. So umekuwa ukitumia ikiwa hapo the whole time. Mbona unaanza kuadjust?
Oh, hi, Mr. Mason. Through the Playread, I've learned to adapt and love your piece of writing as a theatrical piece. Although, for the first glance, I thought you were a writer for film, because I can adapt this into film, but it was a nice work though. So I love the elements that you've employed, the cultural preservation. Of course, you are showing us the things that we don't get to see. And I love the attachment with, the bulls and all that. It's a respectful thing to keep in your culture. That's absolutely lovely. And yes, it was short, but it was very sweet. Yes. So keep on going with your art. Cheers.
Okay. Anyone else with the Errant Natives? Okay.
Yeah, mine is just a thought as we were reading. I was asking myself, and I also asked these guys, Karampu, his main conflict comes when his bull is taken. But there's another sub-conflict because the white people are here, they are taking the Maasai land, and they're not friendly, right? So there's hostility between the whites and the Maasai, and maybe also every Kenyan at this particular time. But for me, it's like, what is happening? Because after the bull is taken is when Karampu decides, let me go and fight this firsthand. And we see like he's, like in the end, it says that, yes, this guy is a hero in the Maasai community. But what is he really like a hero for? What did he fight for? What is it like he's fighting for? Is it his own pride in, this is my cow, you're not going to sell it? The way you're saying it, it is an important possession for him. It's a very prized possession. And for example, where does the heroism come? And for someone to say, that guy is a hero. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that question. Yeah, one of the judges told me it should be a script. But yeah, I'm trying to remember because he's a lecturer at Talk. So thank you for that comment because...
It seems like I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Definitely. So to answer you, the main story here is it's 1946, 2 or 3 years after World War II. The British are high because they won on steroids, trying to put laws all over. They are taking cattle by force. Okay, they were buying them, but at a price that they dictate, and they pick the cattle they want to bolster their beef, whatever, in South Africa. So it was a law. You can Google it. In 1946, a man called Major Grant, who was a district officer for the Narok district, was killed by a Maasai Moran. So here, the big problem here was colonialism. They were trying to force laws down the throats of people who are living a free life. Yeah. The Maasai do not have a monarchy, like we didn't have a king. We lived in a society where we had leaders who were equal to the people because they were chosen from an age set. Once that age set left, another leader, more of them from all the corners. So it was a system that was so equal. So we didn't care about who the king was because we never had a king. So these laws were colonial laws that were trying to be forced down our throats. I'll try to develop that more because I feel like that's...
Okay, thank you.
I think ni moto imeisha. Thank you. E-battery imeisha, but it's okay. Yeah, thanks. Anyone else with anything about the Errant Natives? Going once? Oh, all right.
So maybe you can give Mason another microphone. Yes, Mason, kwanza ashioleng for that good piece. And normally I avoid talking because kwizi watu wana roho nyepesi and they get heartbroken easily. I hope yako ni, we ni Masai, yako ni ngumu. Sindio? So I think it's a very good thing, kwanza, that you took your time and you wrote it. You had no time, of course, to write a detailed thing because it was the last day. Between then and now, have you maybe done something? Have you continued writing now that you've had time for getting this one? Ama you left it there?
Yeah, is your question complete or?
More coming.
More coming. Yeah. So it's Maison. Maison is a Maasai name. So when you say Mason, it sounds like English. So it's Maison.
Maison, okay.
Maison, it's a Maasai name. Yeah, I've written. Well, I also needed to do more research because I wanted to be factual on the names of the people, the brothers, because the family is still there. So yeah, when KidFest we've been on, I don't know if I should answer this the way I should because this is a collaborative work. I'm just a writer. Right now the creative process was mine before I handed it in. But developing it now is a collaborative process between us and KidFest because I can't publish a different book other than the one that I tendered in. So I'm working on writing more and putting more history into the play with the help of them. So I can't say I can read it right now what I've already written.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think it's more to do with the history because it has to be truthful. It's not just fiction. And really, we are depending on you now to get all the facts right, even before people decide that they are going to produce, because we don't want to tell stories that are not part of what you're saying. The last question, hizo zingine tutaulizana huko baadaye. The last question would be, who you intended it for? Who is your target audience?
Yeah, so I mentioned that I run a community-based organization called the Maasai Cultural Resource Center. And one of the main things we are doing is to decolonize the education system. So many things that are written about our people are not true. They are not factual. And one of the key things, I'll just give you an example. You people call the Maasai house a Manyata, right? That's not the name of the Maasai house. It's called Enkaji. A Manyata is a temporary settlement for rituals. When the Elmuran are doing something, or when we have boys who are graduating, a Manyata is a group of houses for a ritual, you know? But that is not something we just can get it off people's minds because they're in books. So we have to use art. So that is what I'm doing. History is not something you just write and then you start telling people, this is the true history. This is the truth. It has to be a process. So it is targeted for everyone. Because if we only learn about other people or other communities fighting for independence, and we don't have a story about, the Maasai will always feel like we collaborated. It is true partially, but there are people in other corners of the Maasai community who are fighting the British system. We had an entire Mau Mau battalion in Narok, Melili Forest. And that is something you can Google and you'll see, because it has been written by white people. So there are bloodlines, because sometimes history, mimi naweza andika vitu zenye si ukweli, for example. So I have to do research so that I don't also, while trying to decolonize, continue to sell lies. But the most important part is us writing our own stories instead of other people writing them for us.
Thank you, Maison. And I think it's important that you have lots of information, that you have that information somewhere, so that even people who will be directing, producing this play will be able, not every time maybe you'll be available on phone, yeah? I wanted to ask what it has done. It was supposed to do to the audience, but since it's more to do with history, it's supposed to be a learning thing, I think it's a good attempt. Just continue doing that research, and I think we'll have a good thing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tash. Now, Maison, I want to ask the meaning of your name. What does it mean?
Sorry. Most Maasai names don't have meaning.
Oh.
They're just beautiful.
But they are.
Like if there are names like Maison Okay, for example, my brother here is called Olomonyak. It means one who is lucky.
Ah.
So they are just random.
Okay.
Some are random, like
Okay.
kama ulizaliwa at a particular time, like in the
Ah.
morning,
Ah.
naitwa Lenka Kenya,
Ah,
you know?
okay, okay.
But my son is just beautiful.
It's beautiful. Ah, yeah. Also, you mentioned decolonizing the mind, and in honor of Ngugi wa Thiong'o, he's the face of Kid Fest at 10. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, may his soul rest in peace. He has a book called Decolonizing the Mind, and I thank God I read it because ili ni decolonize kidogo. Like, my journey to decolonizing the mind ilianzianga hapo. Okay, anyone else? Now my son's script. Yeah, Ambo Gaitan.
For me, I think I don't have any question to ask. What I'll just say is I like the story. It's so good because when I was listening to them reading, I was actually seeing the Maasai, and even someone mentioned about, I don't know, the reason for him killing a white man was because of his bull. To me, it sounded like Karapu was selfish, but I would really like, when you are doing the editing, I would really like that part, fight for it to stay in the story, because everyone becomes a hero, and most of the time the reason mostly looks like selfish, but seeing Karapu killing a white man, a black person killing a white man during colonization, it's a reason enough to be a hero, because it's a daring action to take. So, because if we say him killing a white man because of his bull does not make him a hero, then Mau Mau people fighting for freedom because of their lands taken, then they should not be heroes. So that part should stay. It really means a lot, and I think it is the one that gives that story so much meaning and it also shows the courage he has. So whatever they tell you to change, please don't remove that part. Yeah, you'd rather lose the opportunity. More will come. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Amen. Thank you, Gaitan. All right, we will move on swiftly to The Last 48 Hours by Martin Ngugi, who I welcome to give his remarks, and share where you want this story to go and what inspired the whole story. You're welcome.
Hello. Yeah, thank you very much, my beautiful actors. That was amazing. The second scene where the mom and the son were talking originally was in Kikuyu. So hearing you guys talking that Kikuyu accent, you did some justice to me. I was feeling nice. Thank you very much. My name is Martin Ngugi. I am a thespian, I'm a writer, director, I'm an actor also, and I reside in Nakuru. So I've come all the way from Nakuru to be here today. So thank you. The story was inspired, personally, what I do, mostly I'm an activist. I work with tribe-based youth in Nakuru. So one time when we were in a session and we were talking about political injustices that have happened in the past, I was dared to tell a story in the past where political injustice happened. And when I was doing my research, I came across the story of the OTC bombing. And I realized that most people have never talked about that. We always talk about JM Karaoke, assassinated and all that, the big name, but never talk about the OTC bombing. So that is where my inspiration came from, and I researched more, not so much as you've heard, nimejaribu kupitia juju, but again, to my target audience, I was targeting generally everyone. Because I know most Gen Zs don't know about JM Karaoke. So I had to include a fictional story so that any person in that auditorium that doesn't know about JM will still follow the story. But at the end of the day, if there's someone who knows about JM, ataelewa na atajua JM aliuliwa in a certain way, and this is how it happened. Yes. Maybe at that point, I may open the floor to some questions.
Thank you. Uko na enthusiasm, unanibamba. Scott has a question. Or something.
Who is the father?
Okay.
How we used to answer questions in high school. Explain 20 marks. Thank you. Like discuss.
So,
here.
as I was researching, I realized I watched some few documentaries, JM karaoke. And as I was watching, I didn't listen to the words, I was listening to the subtext of these people. And what they were trying to say, because I think the person who is alive today is the second wife, so they were trying to say JM was kind of, alikuwa anavaa suti mzuri, he looked nice and he loved the ladies, but hawakusema vizuri, and I realized that the children, maybe they are alive, so siku nataka kusema direct, JM alikula kando, lakini hivi mnajua, mwenye ataelewa elewe.
Okay. Napenda venye stories za leo ni tu history. Ziko na a type of history mahali. Aya, anyone else the question? Oh, thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations to you and Maison. Talking of political injustices and the whole intention of bringing this to the limelight and just making sure this is accessible, whether by understanding or simply by knowledge to everyone. The bombing itself, we all know it was targeted for JM. Now, as something that had effect generally to everyone, and we could see perhaps even the victims may not necessarily have been the ones who were targeted, does the story maybe in any way intend maybe as well to address such a thing, like some other people having to suffer really for this one who was targeted, who equally we may say also had no reason to die? Maybe just like how you thought maybe that whether it should be addressed in the first place, and then maybe how as per the story today as read, or maybe following maybe additions that follow. Thank you.
Okay. As I said earlier, I'm an activist, and my intention was first to teach, because I said most Gen Zs might not know about JM karaoke. But again, the script is not done. By the time I was submitting, I didn't have the first part and the last part where the mother and the grandmother and the granddaughter are talking. So what I was trying to do is have a moral lesson at the end of it. Like, politics is part of us. It has happened before. It might happen today. So come, for example, 2027, we have seen the injustices, people being killed, kidnapped, and all that. So it did not start now. It started a while back. So my point was to make it aware that it has been happening. It's time for a change. During the editing, I want to add some few things towards the end to ensure that happens. Nini. Yes. Yes.
Oh, pale kuna swali. A comment.
First of all, thank you very much for giving us such a play. I liked the approach you used to tell the story about JM karaoke. It's an unlinear way of telling someone's story. But I think, I don't know, I stand to be corrected, but it feels like JM was not, you are not intending to tell JM's story. It's just like a by the way. Anaonekana kaa tu sijui mara 2 au 3. Na hiyo kuonekana tunaonyeshwa. Right? Mimi na feel ni kama ulikuwa unatutell story ya Kamau na bibi yake Shiro, and then ukajaribu kuleta venye that love triangle thing, and yeah.
Okay. As I said, I mentioned that my objective was to actually target the bombing. I was telling the story how the bombing happened, but the reason for that bombing was because of JM karaoke. Someone would try to assassinate him. So for me to tell the story of the bombing, I had to tell the story of Kamau. You understand?
Thank you. That's a good response. Okay. Now, I have another question. Unaona venye umejibu nimependa. Sasa, my next question is, according to the script, na according how JM attitude towards Kamau was, mimi naanza kufeel ni kama JM knew that there would be a bomb in the car, and now he wants Kamau to go and die along the way. Ndia baki na Shiro.
Valid point. kama umewatch soap opera mingi, you'll think like that. Kabisa, I understand. Kabisa. I insisted that only people who know the story ya JM Karaoke wataelewa the other side ya JM Karaoke. He only knew about that the day anafaa kupanda basi. Akafika karibu mpaka kwa stage akaambiwa, "Hey, usiingie hapo, wechomoka." So if you know the story, but ukiangalia na hiyo direction, valid point, utaona hivyo.
So he knew there was a bomb inside there?
No, when he got to the stage. Yes.
Yes.
Now, there comes another. Please, I would challenge you to go and see more of documentaries at JM Karaoke. That's why I'm saying there's so much I've not put at the end. He is a politician, seemed as who was portrayed as a good person because he was challenging Mzee. But it doesn't mean he was a good person. He had, as a politician, normally politician, akona interest zake kwa heart. Yeye ndiye anajifikiria kwanza. He's a normal politician, kumbuka hivyo.
Thank you.
You understand, yeah? Haya.
A good one. Nice one. I think bana, ni venye umejibu, na feel we need to be very intentional when we are telling this historical place, because venye huyu ameona saa hii tukiongelea JM, hivyo ndiye anajua JM alikuwa, unaget? So we need to be very intentional to the details and to the choice of words, choice of actions and everything. Another one, see yo, hey abana. Were you intentional when you are using different dialects? Kwa watu walikuwa wanapanda gari ama ilikuwa tu cause kuna the Kalenjins, Luos and nini? Were you intentional ama cause sijaona any Kikuyu there? Maybe that could be the reason as to why.
Kamau is
oh yeah, Kamau. Yeah, were you intentional ama ilikuwa tu?
Yes. One bad political choice affects the whole of Kenya. That's why I had the most famous languages represented there. Yes.
Good one, nice.
I have a question. Okay, 4. Hey, where?
Oh, sorry, I have to recognize someone. Nimesahau kumrecognize. He's one of my trainers hapo awali, and he trains script writing. Tash Mitambo, please. Amesija Tash Mitambo, yes. Yes. Thank you. We can proceed.
Yeah, nice. So for me, the story of Kamau, we see this guy aspiring musician where he works and all, and then suddenly, as the script is continuing the story, JM comes to where he works, and his girlfriend and his friend tell him, you know, sing, maybe he might recognize you. And the way you say it, people who know JM will understand better. And in those days, it was said that JM ni mtu wa watu, JM mpaka atasimama ongelesha watu awapatie nini, so people will love him. So the choice of words again, when it's a sure bet that when Kamau sings, JM notices him. And he's like, yo, young man, yeah, I'm going to Mombasa, so you can come along and then we can go sing. Then his relationship with Kamau from then on, it's like this, you know how politicians are, like huyo kijana ameimba vizuri, itamuona kando. So to me, how I know these things, they are very like, you know, it's when Gigi says like, very nice, that is a very good political move. Ataonekana ni kama a man of the people. But if you listen to JM's dialogue, for example, mostly when he's referring to Kamau, he's even remembering him. Ni yeye anamkumbuka, ule kijana wa kuimba ako wapi? Where is he? Let's talk. Hey, kijana, mbona unakama? It's like he means something to JM. But when it comes to this time, and unasema, before he got into the bus is when he found out that they want to kill me. So did he just like forget everything, like, you know? And when you umesema, you didn't want to disclose about baby JM's relationship with Kamau's girlfriend and who the child belongs to. So what is the relationship between the two, JM and Kamau? Because he's the one remembering that kuna kijana fulani alikuwa anaimba. So what is kind of the relationship for him even to remember? Because I mean, he's a politician, he has a lot of things going on. people want to kill him at the back of his mind. He knows he's a dead man walking, but anakumbuka tu there's someone we are supposed to go to Mombasa with. Maybe hata angekuwa nakumbusho. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
So is that a question now?
Yes.
A valid point. Yeah. Basically, as mentioned earlier, it's correct when you umesema. The guy, Kamau, is from Nyandarua and all that, but their link is this lady. So him trying to impress the lady even more, ule jamaa wako. Like, hajui hakuna place nimemention, he knows that this guy is this guy, you get, hakuna wame-mention. So he's just trying to portray some good politician. He's pretending to be a good politician. And that's where, when his life is in the line, now he forgets completely about everyone else. It's himself, na anachomoka bila kuambia mtu. Knowing very well that, because that happened, alifika kwa stage, akaambiwa pale kuna bomb, mbona hakuambia watu watoke. 25 people died that day, 1975. Why didn't JM do anything? Unapata? Yeah. That was the main point. Yeah, here the last part. Are we okay?
Okay.
How in the script you portrayed him knowing there is a bomb? I feel like it seemed too obvious to know that there's something going to happen. For a reader, mwenye hajaisoma at all, I feel like, or rather even watching it, I thought of like having a suspense, us not knowing why he went back. Maybe inaweza kuwa like amesahau kitu or something. Ikae nika amesahau, but isikae nika aliongeleshwa akaonyeshwa basi and then akaenda. Because ilikuwa na seem too obvious that there's something that is going to happen. And us knowing that he was a targeted man, it seems so obvious that, hapa ndo penye iko. So, yeah.
Valid. But also, nangangana sana nisi alter the true thing that happened. Yes.
The couples. But anyway, I'm not the writer.
Okay, you had a comment or question?
Oh, hello, Mr. Martin.
Yes.
That was a good work.
Thank you.
But, I've been looking for a play to read, and boy, did this one give me a spin. It was nice. Just a few questions and a few comments.
Okay.
As I'm a film enthusiast, and I love the way that you dramatize your scenes. You see, I can feel the moment, you get. And then I love the way that you're telling stories, especially the tribes. It's the eye that we don't get to see. Unajua kuna watu wenye, like, they are not considered in the story. They will never get put into the books, and we don't know if they were there, but we need to consider the general public, you get. So that was nice. And a question I had for the way that you told the couple's story, and the way that Josiah was viewing Kamau, because I didn't feel, we had this conversation during the rehearsal, and I didn't think that Josiah was really looking down on Kamau, because the general audience view Josiah as a womanizer. And I didn't, venye tu umesema hapa, like, he didn't have the knowledge that maybe he and her were doing something, So was he really looking down on Kamau? Because that he asked me that question and I told him no. So can you please give us a straight answer?
Josiah is a good person. He's a hero to everyone until we reveal what happened at the end of the play. View Josiah as Rigathi right now. He's a good Mrima person.
Yeah.
Nugget. Yeah. And that is what I was trying to, that is who Josiah was back before, because he died, he's a hero. And what I was trying to do is, he's a politician, and the seat, he's doing good things. And ambia watu, we 10 million nini, nugget. He's doing good things until he's faced with a challenge where he could have done the right thing. So he was not looking down on the guy. Okay, maybe, but si kuonyesha kwa public. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that. Mito, you have your answer. And thanks to Tosh, your boy can fly now. He has the wings. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a question, it's just a statement or a comment. I wanted to appreciate the brilliance of the flashbacks. Yeah, I think that was really beautifully done. And also the fact that you made JM a hero, but still reminding us that he's human. You see, we come to find out of the things he had done that they say he was ahead of his time. During that time, he was dressing flamboyantly and everything, high-end cars, but he had his weaker part. He was human. So I think that is beautifully done. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
I have a question.
I have two more here. Interest of time. Okay. Okay, the last one. It's okay. He's gonna ask the question.
Mine is not a question, but to compliment Martin's work. The fact that we've worked with him, I've shared a stage with him. We come from Nakuru, it's nice. And I feel very happy seeing his work being read out here. And I also wanted to compliment on the flashback. It came out so clearly, like we could feel it. The whole flashback was awesome. Martin.
Thank you.
Asante sana Martin for that script. And
Sijui
the genre, what is the genre you intended it to be told in?
It was a tragic comic, but historical.
Okay.
Yes.
A historical tragic comic.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Which means lots of humor in it.
Yes.
And with a tragic end.
Yes.
Okay, which is nice. In terms of research, I think you've mentioned documentaries a lot, and I think KidFest maybe watakupatia kapesa kidogo uende ukatafute some living family members wa JM. They can tell you more than you can get from the documentaries.
Amen, yes.
In the interest of getting more details. Your story is also related with Mason's story in a way, because JM actually now where he fell is in Kajiado. You see, si unajua huko Kisamis on your way to Kimuka, where there is a stone where he actually fell. You see, it would be a nice story to tell how he found himself there and everything. Because people, you have told the story about Kamau, and yeah, but people are more interested in that JM bit, which I think you can invest more into telling the JM story. Personally, I hate flashbacks, but when they are well done, the way you've done yours, then they become interesting, which I think is a good thing. So basically, ni hivyo tu, uongeze research mingi, tell us more about JM. Being a historical play, sana they end up, even with Mason's story, they end up being message plays. In message plays, saa zingine zinakuwaga boring sana. Okay, most of the time, message plays, when you want people to learn something, it's usually boring. But with a good director, I know that story can really be quite interesting. So asante, endelea hivyo.
Thank you. I hope KidFest wamesikia hiyo maneno ya kwenda research.
With a good director, good thing, you're also a good director.
Yeah, hey, yes.
Okay, so I have a question. As you know, JM, he died, he was killed, the real story of him. Yeah, he was shot due to political stuff and whatever. So, as we were reading the script, Leah told Anna that JM was found a day later. A day later he was found missing, then at least after a week he was found dead. So in the script, how did he actually die?
The climax of the story was the bus. Josiah is just a catalyst towards the climax. He's the reason all this is happening. So maybe, tujaelewana hapo kidogo, I was not telling the story ya Josiah ni venye tu Tasha amesema, maybe it's important to add more research on Josiah, but I was telling the story of so many Kenyans who died on that day. Na cause yake ni Josiah auliwe. So remember, you're forgetting Mzee has been mentioned trying to kill someone. Imepita, sisi watu wakuwa unaget. So my main characters in my mind were the people who died that day. So Josiah dying after, that's another story. It's there in the documentaries. It's all over NTV, KTN, wamefanya the documentaries. But me, I was telling the story, yeah, that day, 1st of March, 1975.
Okay.
Mogambi Kiara has a comment stroke question. I'm going to give him the mic too. Yeah. He's in the room.
Amazing work by all the writers. I unfortunately couldn't get my son's work, and nitaisikiza ama nitaisoma baadaye, hopefully. But whatever we had, especially by Martin, is it's very interesting. Whatever was happening in the 70s, yes, is still happening now. And it's good that umeandika hivyo. Story haikuwa ya JM, haikuwa ya Josiah. It's very interesting that you chose to have him there as a historical, as a politician who's a catalyst to people, to so many Kenyans dying. Even at that point, innocent people wako tu kama by standards taken as collateral. So I'm asking, were the stories of Shiro and Kamau are these actual people, ama it's just a fictional thing? And what was the choice for you to have them as a fictional couple, ending up losing a family or having a family broken because of a political, just a political decision made by people in power? Secondly, it's a huge compliment to you. Ukiandika flashback, beautiful hivyo, tunakaa chini. I almost even forgot what was happening, and I'm like, yeah. It has so many moments, and it's very nice. It's nice that we're seeing your activism even in your writing, and I can't wait to actually see the fully produced play, if at all itakuwa fully produced. Cheers.
Yes, the story is fictional. The first person, my mentor, the first person I told the story before I started writing, asked me a very important question. Why must the bus get bombed? What is so important in that bus for us, not for Kenya, now for you as a writer? So that's why I had to create a love story, someone losing their partner and they're pregnant, soap opera things, yeah? You are then, but with a message. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then nisipungililia mtu akona, okay. Yeah.
Hi guys. I'm Skita. So I love your work. It's really interesting. I loved the fact that you placed JM there, but your focus is on everyday life. I think most of the time, personally, I don't like anything historical. I have nothing against them, but I just find I don't like them. But the fact that now you choose to give a fictional one is really interesting. And I love how you incorporated different tribes. So it shows that this is not a Kikuyu story, because JM was Kikuyu. And you show that as much as this was happening, this should not, okay, yes, it's important, it's part of our history, but you show that other lives were happening and other people were on the receiving end. I think that is really interesting. Nice work.
Nice work. Nice work, Martin. Okay. Mkichola kwenda home si mimi.
A quick one. At what point do you intend like the audience to have like that cathartic moment somewhere in your story? Experience some catharsis in your story. At what point?
Hapo kwa catharsis.
Sawa. Okay, so yes. that release, you see the way you are invested in a story. Something happens. You see, when in a story you identify what we call the central or root conflict, you usually have now, that is the beginning of tension for the audience. You see? And now people are rooting maybe for someone, the protagonist, and they are there, they are tense, the tension, and then finally, there is that release, okay? At what point do we get, maybe perhaps you can tell us if we have that central conflict, and now if there is that release, that is what we are calling the catharsis, when the audience, there is a release of the tension from what came from the root conflict.
My intention was to stick with that feeling discussed to politicians. I don't want my audience going out of that auditorium not thinking about what politicians are doing. I'm an activist first. I want them to hold on to that feeling until 2027, wakienda kuvote. You understand? Eh? So maybe I understand the importance of that, but my intention, in my mind, first I have to feel before I start writing. I wanted people to feel my anger towards rogue politicians. Probably I should go and maybe calm down pia mimi.
Have your catharsis.
One time.
Yes.
One time.
Then you will need again to get back to the script so that now we have that anger. You see?
Yes.
Because we are not yet angry.
Yes.
So yeah, it's there. We are laughing at some point and we're feeling it. Now you can have it more, have us finally feel, yes, finally that's it.
Okay.
Maybe it was not your initial intention was for us to learn something. And then let us now experience some emotion and eventually maybe get that release. Because that's the only reason as an audience I will go to a theater. And that's why many people are watching movies and fewer people are watching theater plays. Because we are telling stories and they are just stories. They are there, okay, okay. And then we are not invested in someone feeling like, hey, I'm living that story and I'm rooting for that character. And eventually, at least it doesn't have to be positive always the end. But again, the catharsis, when it's not there, maybe the conflict also needs to be looked at.
Okay, yeah. Let me take note of that.
No,
yes,
noted.
Yes.
Thank you. I think the catharsis inaweza kuwa just me suggesting. Ukakamau like no when Shiro anaback I don't know. Any writer, Missy writer. Sawa. I will call this the end of today's play reading. Thank you so much for attending. Martin?
Kidogo nimesahau. My son. My son. Yes. That was very nice work. So I had so many comments. So that was very nice work. I love history. Now the fact that tunafanya history, fantastic. Hopefully we exchange contacts to engage more about the play. Thank you, Kid Fest.
One time.
Okay. So with that said and done, please travel safely and I'll see you again next Thursday, but 28th of August, James's birthday. Woo-hoo. But yeah. Bye-bye.
One time.
Whose birthday again?